Welcome back to Blizz ABS tutorial 10, video number 2. Okay, now that we got our switches set up and we have our variables set up, let's take a look at the events. I already covered event order, so we're first going to look at the actual boss event. We have them set up as \E2. This is enemy number 2. We gave them a graphic, and you'll notice that there are 6 pages of this event. The first page requires no condition. It does have a custom move route, but its speed is fastest and its frequency is higher. You'll notice throughout the pages, sometimes I adjust the speed and the frequency to give him some difference as he moves about the map. But you're going to want it set up fastest and higher for this first page. And trigger, doesn't really matter. I do have this boss set up as through. That's not required. You can turn that off if you don't like that effect. And so he does have a custom move route for autonomous movement. And so he waits 2 frames, turn left, waits 2 frames, jumps to the left. 6 tiles, plays a earth sound effect as he lands. It waits a frame, he turns down, waits 2 frames. Switch number 7 turns off, and switch number 1 turns on. And I'll explain why that switch 7 turns off in a second. Your option down here, repeat action, and ignore if you can't move or both checked. So when switch 1 turns on, then he executes his next jump, which is controlled by this move route here. And basically he waits 2 frames, sound effect for a roar, waits 2 frames, turns right, waits 2 frames, jumps to the right 6 spaces, plays a sound effect of earth as he crashes down, waits 1 frame, turns down, waits 2 frames, and then switch 2 turns on. And switch 2, when switch 2 is on, this move route, we'll turn switch number 10 on. And switch number 10 turns on, and that turns on vertical fire. And that's going to cause the flames to appear, and those flames have their own move route, and so they'll be on screen long enough for them to complete the move route. And if they make contact with the actor, it will deal damage to them. And so it turns that switch on, and I'll show you how those are controlled after this one. And so then this guy jumps to the right again 6 spots, turns down, another sound effect as he lands, and then switch number 3 turns on. When switch 3 is turned on, he has a move route where he turns switch 11 on. Switch 11 controls the horizontal flames, and those also have their own move route, and those will be on long enough for them to complete their own move route, and then I'll show you how those are controlled after. And so this monster roars again, waits a frame, turns left, waits 2 frames, jumps back to the left 6 frames, or 6 tiles. Sound effect as he lands, waits 1 frame, turns down, waits 4 frames, turns on switch number 4. Switch 4 controls this move route where he jumps down 6 tiles, and earth sound as he jumps, and then switch 5 turns on. And switch 5 is controlled by this move route. Once again, switch 11 will turn on. Those are the horizontal frames. And then he jumps up. He jumps up -6 on the y-axis. Sound effect as he lands. And once this move route is done, switch 6 is turned on. And I'll show you what switch 6 does. Switch 6 controls first of 2 parallel processes, and it's this one right here. Go to edit, and that's called reset jumps and parallel process. When reset jumps is on, control switches 1 through 5 will be switched off, and control switch 7 reset jumps 2 will turn on. When reset jump 2 is on, this is also a parallel process. Switch 6 turns off, and this will just update itself every 40 frames. And that one shuts off when, on the very first page of the monster event, switch 7 off. So that's how that whole loop is controlled. Probably a better way to do it, but that's how I have it set up. This does its T movement, comes back, this resets all the switches, and this turns off that parallel process. Let's take a look at the flames. This is one of the vertical flames, and the other vertical flame is identical to this. There's a parallel process that always sets this event back to this starting position. I'll show you where that is. It always sets it back to here, okay? And that's set event location. Always sets it back to the starting point. When switch 10 is turned on, it executes this move route, and this is just, it's not a parallel process, just action button. And this move route is to make a fire sound and move down 11 spots, and then it shuts off switch 10. Okay? And then because it's going to be all the way down, when it's done, switch 10 is off, it goes back to this page, and it resets it back to the starting point. This one is just, it's basically identical. It is a parallel process that resets it back to the starting position. And when that switch is turned on by the enemy, vertical fire, it has a custom move route that will have it move up 11 spaces. And then it switch off switch 10. That's redundant because they both execute at the same time, this one and this one, but that's just how I have it set up. So now we'll take a look at the horizontal frame. These ones also have a parallel process that will reset them back to their starting position. There really is no reason to have that set up that way, but that's just how I have it. And on page 2, when horizontal switches on, it executes a move route where it goes right 3 spaces and back left 3 spaces, and then turns switch 11 off. And this one executes simultaneously when horizontal is on, basically identical to the other one. Let's go left 3 spaces and right 3 places, and then switch 11 shuts off. This is without a doubt going to turn into a 3-part episode for tutorial number 10. So I want you to open up your configuration program. I want you to open up your configuration settings file. Go to the combos tab, change maximum to 2. Click on combo 2 and action 1. You're going to double click, add skill earth, and underneath that, wait 2 frames. Then I want you to click on the enemies tab. Click on enemy number 2. Attack type should be sword. Combo should be combo number 2. Range should be 4. Penalty should be 16. Unique AI delay time, unique perception range. I got that at 10, 10, and 100. Go over to the skills tab, find earth, number 19. Direct shockwave, no combo, range of 6, penalty of 12 frames, explode type, contact only, range 2, and this has a knockback of 4. That's kind of important for the way this boss behaves. File, save, tool, generate, copy to clipboard, and this will replace Blizz 1 in your script editor. Control A, Control V, okay. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the conclusion to this tutorial on part 3. Bye.